Welcome. Not only are we near the end of this review playlist, we are almost at the end of season 12 too.
Finally. But hey, Alex, and hey, Daniel.
All right. Right now, today we are reviewing starting in September of 2023.
But yeah, just a little over a year ago, and yeah, this was when my hair was growing back. But yeah, it's my hair then isn't as long as it is now. But yeah, I'll never forget at this point being so frustrated, wanting to tie it in a ponytail, but it wasn't long enough yet. So man, I was so frustrated about that. But hey, now I can finally have it in a ponytail.
But let's see what he was frustrated about in this video.
Do you want to know what really pisses me off? This particular level in Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. I don't believe I've ever talked about Crash Bandicoot on my channel before. Well, now I have! So, look, I loved Crash Bandicoot as a kid. I remember me and my brother would play these games all the freaking time. And recently I got the Insane Trilogy, the remastered versions of the original 3 games from Naughty Dog. And oh my god. I don't ever remember the games being this frustrating as a kid. And there's one particular level in Crash Bandicoot 2 that's pushing my fucking buttons. That's legitimately pissing me the fuck off. And I thought, okay, this should make an episode of things that piss me off. Because, oh my god, this level is legitimately pissing me the fuck off. Now, I will give the game this. It is an improvement over Crash Bandicoot 1. I love Crash 1 as a classic, and it was start of the whole series, but Crash 2 did perfect some things, like having some extra moves you can do, and a lot of other things. But there's one fatal flaw that has really pissed me the fuck off in this game! You wanna know what level it is? Let me fucking show you. This level right here in Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Here, let me show you what I mean. Recording off the TV would be a lot freaking easier. Doing it off my TV. Alright, let me get there. Hold on. Oh, god damn it. Alright, that was my...
Yeah, if we even get to the part that pisses you off, the game's already pissing you off.
Yeah, oh man. So I wasn't even intending on making a pissed off video at this time, I just had some extra time and I was just, wanting to play some video games, just for entertainment. And then this level was really pissing me off. And I was like, okay, well, grab out the camera.
These fucking bees. Oh my god, these bees. See? I try spinning. I try spinning to get rid of the fucking bees as much as I fucking can. But it seems like I always have to have that tiki guy mask just so I can get past the fucking bees. And sometimes in order for me to get away from the bees, I have to dig myself underground here. But the problem is, digging underground only works for like this dark brown, dark red, whatever color it is. It only works there. See? But then if I were to try to dig underground here, nothing. But see here, I can't dig underground. So my best bet is just to either run away. Now see, there I got lucky, but I'm not always gonna get that fucking lucky. See, I was spinning as much as I fucking could. God damn it, I fell. I was spinning as much as I fucking could. But no matter how much that I spin, it's not fucking enough to get rid of those fucking bees. Like, my God. Like, look, I love Crash Bandicoot, but oh my God. These fucking bees. Okay, there I got lucky. I got away. Right, run. See? I was spinning as much as I fucking could. See, here I can get away with it more. Because I'm digging underground. But sometimes then I have to avoid all this shit while trying to avoid the fucking bees. Okay, it's not worth getting that life box because of other nitro. Okay, there I got fucking lucky. Why? Because I was able to dig under fucking ground. So how about a better level design? In order for me to get rid of the fucking bees, how about I can dig underground at more spots throughout the fucking level? But can I do that? No! It's just bad level design. Oh, so I get it. See? I tried my hardest to avoid those fucking bees. Oh my God, it's frustrating. God damn it. Like, look, I'm not saying that a video game has to be so piss-ass easy that I can beat it within, like, less than an hour. But when it's too fucking hard, see? See what I fucking mean? It's too fucking hard.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Open my eyes! Eyes!
Yeah? Well, how about these bees should go buzz off? They should mind their own fucking business. Oh my God, this level really fucking bugs me. Now do you see what I fucking mean? I'm dead fucking serious. This level legitimately pisses me the fuck off. What the fuck were they thinking? Yeah, you better be laughing, you filthy asshole. He thinks it's so funny me get pissed off with a fucking game. Oh yeah? God damn it! Fuck you! Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, more like I'm gonna fucking crash by how much this level is pissing me the fuck off! God damn it. Yeah, that's what you want, you filthy asshole. But you know what? I'm out. Have a nice freaking day.
So, did you ever get past that level?
I finally did eventually, but man, not without frustration.
Imagine they didn't have any checkpoints.
Oh my God, that would make it even worse. Yes, it was, Alex. That was my intent. But man, that level was torture. But yeah, so what were your thoughts on that episode?
Reminds me of a few times. Reminds me of one level that I've never beaten in a game that I played. I haven't played that game in like more than 7 years now. I gave up on that game and gave up on that level.
I can see why, because, man, I was about to give up on that level, but nope, I was determined.
Yeah, the level that pisses me off. So I don't have any proof of that. Any proof of that because I was playing it without thing. But it was Birth by Sleep, Vintage Story, the ice cream minigame level, and unlike other minigames, which are optional and give you bonus things, these minigames are required to progress the story. You can't beat them. You can never finish the damn game.
Yeah.
And it's like a rhythm beat thing. You get to move actually with the rhythm and stuff. So like I'm terrible at those type of things. So until I can figure that out, I can never beat that game.
Yeah, dude. Video games. It's a love-hate relationship, isn't it? But yeah, did you find that episode humorous?
Yeah, and humorous and like I said, very personal, not the word, relatable.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I feel like everybody relates to having that level in a video game that just pisses you off.
And yep, Nick Cage's movie.
Yeah, I purposely put that clip in on purpose because I thought it was the perfect clip for me to use.
Right. Meanwhile, you're now going back to your friend
Travis.
You know what pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off? People that talk during the movies. Now, before I get into this, I'm just going to give a little context. So, I tend to watch more movies than the average Joe. I would say, after thinking about it, from 2011 until last year, I saw about 320 movies. In fact, in 2022 alone, I saw at least 59 movies. And keep in mind that this does not include anything like Fathom events, re-releases of other movies, any of those special events, or whenever I'm like watching a movie more than once, or even when I'm catching up for Oscar picks or whatever. So basically the main point is I watch a lot of more movies than the average person. So I've experienced a lot of bad theater experiences over the time. And some of the worst has to do with people that can't keep their fucking mouth shut during a movie. So I would say the most recent example is that a few months ago, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for the third time. And I would say a few rows to my right, where my mother, sister, and I were sitting, there was a father and daughter. The daughter was about maybe 4 or 5 or so. And this guy proceeded to keep talking during the movie, actually louder than I am talking right now. And at the point where he was overpowering the surround sound and the loud music and sound effects and even the action sequences, reacted to every single thing that happened in the movie. And at one point, an hour into the movie, we finally couldn't take it anymore. So my mother politely told him to be quiet during the movie, and he decided to fight it, going like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Blah, blah, blah. I can do whatever I want, blah, blah, blah." So long story short, I found a manager, and basically they gave us free tickets for another movie, and that was it. But the guy had the audacity to call us Karens because we told him to keep his fucking mouth shut for literally 2.5 hours. That's it. I literally cannot tolerate people talking during the movie. Like, I can understand the occasional whisper, but I cannot understand why people literally feel the need to keep talking and talking and talking during the movie as if no one else is around. You're not watching Disney Plus, you're not watching Hulu, you're not watching Max, you're not watching any of those streaming sites. You're actually in a movie theater with actual people that have paid literally an arm and a leg just to see this movie. A lot of these are people that genuinely wanted to see this movie. So, with that being said, I am going to think of multiple different ways of how to fix this problem. So finally, people will get the idea and stop talking, watch the movie, nothing else.
So you ever had that problem in theaters?
I have. Like when I went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's, these group of teenagers wouldn't shut up when I kept telling them shut up the entire time.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I've ever had that exact problem. The only time I ever heard people talk in the movie was that one time everyone in the theater cheered when Andrew Garfield caught Zendaya in No Way Home.
And now that is understandable though. But I mean, like the entire movie where they're just talking, it's like, come on.
Yeah, we talked about that kid, the little 4-year-old, 5-year-old. I thought it would be the 5-year-old was talking at the movie, not the parent.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes 5-year-olds do that. Like, oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? But the adults know better.
So, the first thing that I'm going to say is whisper. Whisper. If you can't go without talking or saying something or commenting in some way, shape, or form, actually whisper. At least do like a library whisper, like talking like this. Because at most, you might disturb someone sitting next to you. If you do a whisper, that's even better, if you can do that. Because it blows my mind that movie theaters have been around since the 1800s, and people cannot grasp the fact that you have to shut the fuck up and watch the movie. I mean, I swear, there's a bunch of times where people just love hearing themselves talk and just talk and talk and talk. I swear, it's as if Ben fucking Shapiro is in the room with me watching this movie. The second point that I'm going to get to is children. Now, I understand that children sometimes, especially the younger ones, can't understand that they have to be quiet in the movie because this is largely a new experience. And to that little girl that saw the movie, she wasn't the problem. It was the grown-ass man watching the movie that felt the need that he couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut for 2 hours. So, this is your chance to tell, if you do have children, and you bring your children to the theater, and you feel that they're ready. And this is your chance to teach them you can't talk during the movie theater. You gotta be quiet. There's other people here that want to watch the movie. And if you teach them, they will grow into respectable individuals who will forever be respectful during the movie theater experience. But by any chance that the child does get disruptive and someone does say, could you tell your kid to be quiet or whatever, don't use the classic, don't tell me how to raise my children, because when I hear that, that's me saying, okay, that you just suck at parenting. That's plain and simple. You sucked and failed at parenting. And you don't like the constant reminder that you were just too lazy to teach them not to be this way. Don't like being told that. I don't know what else to tell you. And the next point.
Hey, yeah, I saw that movie in theaters too, and I actually still have my ticket to it to this very day. Man, that was almost 20 years ago. Almost 20 years ago?
Yeah. It one time it wasn't an
Okay,
issue.
dude, but that's dumb to
The only time I ever had an issue, it wasn't really an issue. It was just weird to me when I was a theater. It was when we took a field trip to go see the Passion of the Christ. I think I mentioned this before, but and and a few rows ahead of us, I saw a parent, a couple of a kid, like kindergarten age kid watching the Passion of the Christ.
okay.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember back in the fourth grade when that movie came out. My fourth grade teacher was reading a newspaper article about it, and he wanted all of us to debate about the controversy. I was like, dude, we are fourth graders.
Was it rated M or R, or was it PG, only PG-13?
It was rated R, definitely rated R.
Yeah, definitely not a movie you want to take your kindergarten age kid to. Is my opinion.
For all of you partiers out there, if you go out drinking in some way, shape, or form, which, first of all, drink responsibly, but that's beside the point. If for some reason you get out and of a bar or whatever, do not go to the movie theater, because not only are you going to be denied service in the first place if you are too drunk, because it's largely just a safety reasonings for the guests, and it's also an inconvenience for said guests. But even if you somehow get past the box office and concession people, and no one even gets the hint of you being drunk, you are going to be disruptive the entirety of the movie. I have had a few experiences where people literally had too much to drink, and the experience was miserable because they were reacting to every single thing that happened in the movie. And sometimes they got even disruptive and loud. So please do not go to the movie theater for any reason. Just go home. Just find a safe way to get home. Whether it be call an Uber, taxi, or you have a sober friend. Just do not go to the movie theater. Please. And lastly, if you cannot do the previous things that I mentioned before, if you feel that you are not able to go through without talking, please just do not go to the movie. Plain and simple. I do not know what you were thinking, that you have the full privilege and right to go and just blab your way through the movie, talking during the movie, especially if you've seen the movie before, and you start shouting out, this is going to happen right before this happens, which that has happened before, by the way. And ruining the experience for everyone in the theater. And unfortunately, many people will not act upon that because a lot of people just do not like conflict. So they're just going to let it happen. And a lot of the times, I know you assholes are going to pretend like you're not being disruptive when someone does get a manager here, which, to those that do it, go to hell. That's plain and simple. That's all I'm going to say. To all of you people that are respectful to the movie theater industry, to those of you that actually do stay quiet during the movie, thank you. And if we can get everyone united together to find all these disruptive people and literally tell them, shut up, then maybe we can have people remember that, yes, you're not at your couch, you're not with a bunch of friends at home watching Hulu, Paramount Plus, or whatever your streaming services you're watching. You have to remind them you're actually in a dark-ass movie theater that it has a bunch of people everywhere. So that is my major pet peeve. The only thing I would say is worse than that, almost worse than that, is people that use cell phones during the movie, which that's another topic for
Oh
another
god,
day.
about that.
So
When I saw the re-release of John Carpenter's Halloween in 2015, there was a couple in front of me during the beginning of the movie that was taking selfies with the flash on, right in front of me. And then even worse, the theater didn't even play the entire movie because they recorded it off of Dish Network, but they forgot to record the entire movie.
The theater recorded off.
Yep. Somebody who worked at the theater recorded it off of Dish Network, but they forgot to record the entire movie.
I thought theaters had their own little stash of supply of actual film rolls for this type of thing.
Oh my god, like talk about pure incompetence.
Or I thought you were about to say that the people ahead of you that like the selfies were recording the video on their phones, not the theater itself.
Oh my god, that was one of the worst theater experiences I ever had. It's like, granted, at least I got my money back, but I still wasted my time.
Yeah. With me, as soon as the not the credits, the trailers start rolling, I turn my phone off. I might have it out, during if I get there early, for some reason, which I hate, and I'm like there with the movie not the trailers, what's it called, the like movie trivia thing, blah 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 blah, all this stuff for like 20 minutes before the movie starts or the theater starts. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. As soon as the actual movie trailer starts, I'm like, okay, time to put away.
Yeah. Yeah, because, to be on your phone during a movie is extremely rude.
So in short, maybe you're not aware that you're doing this. Just try your best. Please don't talk during the movie. Just sit down, watch it, and then, after the movie is done, then you can finally talk about it. But literally, wait until you get in the car because of risk of accidentally spoiling it for someone that's probably going to see the same movie also.
Hey, you. You know what pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off?
When people misuse the term woke, which usually is used by bigots who literally flip shit whenever a woman has a bigger part than a man in a movie, same thing with a minority or LGBT community, but it's also used incorrectly. What the term woke means is when you are aware of the racist injustice from African Americans and other minority groups. So, in term to my understanding, woke means you are awoken from turning a blind eye from all the racial injustice from other racist injustices to minority groups. You open a third eye, essentially being awoken and being aware of this injustice. And especially for movies, the term woke is really thrown around to the point where it's lost all meaning, where instead of simply being you were aware of the racial injustice from people of minority groups, especially for police brutality and discrimination altogether, what it's turned into is it is shoving diversity down our throats and just being rather annoying about that point, just because the main character in a movie is not a straight white man. Well, the thing is, I hate to tell you this, but straight white men have been well represented for the past 100 years since film has had its inception. And to say it's shoving diversity down his throat, oh, you mean like how minority groups are also have had the straight white agenda down their throats? I don't mean to sound crass or anything, but that sounds kind of hypocritical to me, if you ask me. Because the thing is, film, everyone deserves a form of representation. And because one group gets one form of attention, people flip shit because they're thinking, "Oh, it's a revolutionary blah 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 blah." It's like,
I've heard about. I dealt with this a lot online,
Yep, I can imagine.
and some, and I understand. I've heard both sides of this too. You know, both these are both women things.
Yeah, I definitely have. Yeah.
Like, see, I repeat myself again since before, but a lot of people were upset, like when Zendaya played MJ in Spider-Man movies.
Well, yeah, some people were upset about that at first, but now it seems like nobody cares.
Yeah, like she's black or she's not redheaded or whatever. On the opposite side was the Ghostbuster movie or Ray. It's not because she's a woman or not because they're women, it's because the movie just was terrible storyline.
Right, yeah, and nobody wanted that all-female Ghostbusters movie. Like, anyway, people wanted a Ghostbusters 3, not a Ghostbusters remake with an all-female cast. Nobody wanted that.
And I think they did it better with the next movie that with the thing that should have been if it wasn't a reboot, and the cameos would even ruin it more because if there was like a next generation thing teaching these women how to be a Ghostbuster, then I don't think people would have minded that much. The story might have been great, it would been like a passing torch thing,
Yeah.
like they was with the kids or grandkids. But
Mhm.
but the old characters just did look small cameos. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and people were saying it was distracting how the original cast was back as cameos, but not as their original characters. It's like when we see the original cast in a Ghostbusters movie, we automatically are going to think that they're playing the original characters.
yeah, that one is where they actually passed the torch.
But yeah, I've never seen Afterlife and I haven't seen Frozen Empire either.
no, it's not. You're making it that way. We're not making it that way. You are making it that way. And there are three recent examples of this. Exhibit A, The Little Mermaid. Now, I'm not going to act like The Little Mermaid is perfect or anything like that, because if anything, it's a bland retelling of the original film.
See, like right there, I said I didn't watch it not because there was a black Ariel. I didn't watch it because it's a Disney remake. I hate those.
Yeah, and I only saw it only because that my friend begged me to go see it. And yeah, I recorded my rant, but all the editing issues I've been having on my computer has forced me to not release it. And yeah, I mean, I've been having a lot of editing issues on my computer, and that's one of the reasons why the third movie hasn't come out yet.
But people were up in arms when the casting of Ariel was cast, saying, mermaids are not black, yada, yada, yada. I hate that argument because mermaids do not exist. Why are you so up in arms about mermaids having a specific race when they do not exist in the first place? And the thing is, they did something cool with that concept. Essentially, Ariel and her sisters are all different races to resemble the seven seas. So, like, if someone was from the Asian Sea or whatever, they cast an Asian actress, for example. I think stuff like that is cool and somewhat justifies it a little bit and does something different than the original. And also, do not do not fault Halle Bailey for any of this because she was amazing. I just literally don't understand why, out of all the hills to die on, the actress's race is the issue. Exhibit B, Barbie, which, because of Ben Shapiro of all people, this was labeled as an anti-man or a man-hating movie, when that is completely wrong, wrong, wrong. What the movie is actually about is finding one's identity and not being defined by your label, essentially. And that the idea of a patriarchy, no matter which side it is not good, no matter what it is. Even if they switched it around, it's still the same problems, it's just that the roles are reversed. And the fact that it takes itself more as a joke is should be obvious that you shouldn't be taking it seriously. And the last one that had people frothing at the mouth is Snow White. Oh dear God, Snow White. And I get it. I get it if you don't want to see it just because it's a simple nostalgic cash grab and nothing else. But to the people that are like, it's Snow White, and they didn't cast a white person to play that, is beyond tone deaf. Like, how do those people sleep at night with that racist mentality? And yet yet in those people's minds, the people that strive for diversity, they're the ones that are out of line. So in short, before you start labeling people as snowflakes or easily triggered, please try to hear them out, because by calling them those labels, you're just giving excuses for being a bigot. And excuses are like assholes. Everyone has them, and they all stink. In short, I can understand the maybe not liking some diversity related stuff, because there's some where it can come across as we're just pushing this agenda so that we can get brownie points. I can understand that feeling. But I highly would encourage more diversity in film in general, because then we get different perspectives of how different cultures work, and we can learn from that. And if we learn from that, other cultures and other beliefs, then we are more likely to get along with each other, rather than building up barriers and walls and separating everyone and basically say, you live over there, you guys are over there, you should only be associated with this group, yada yada yada. Because this is supposed to be a mixing pot type of society. And it's never going to be that way if we keep building those walls up.
Yeah, Junebug, I do see where you're coming from, but to be fair, White is a very common last name, and so there's also that argument too, and yeah, and I mean, if they want to change the character's race for a different interpretation, I do understand that, but I also understand where you're coming from with being more faithful to the book. I do get that, but I mean, to be fair, at the same time, Disney movies based off of books usually aren't faithful to the original books. I mean, Jungle Book definitely was not faithful to the book. Like, yeah, the book is a lot more dark, and the Little Mermaid isn't very faithful to the book. Beauty and the Beast isn't very faithful, but
Yeah, I think. Okay, spoilers here for the book. Here, pause. So you want to skip it, but the Little Mermaid dies in the book.
it's brutal. And of course, Little Mermaid's being turned into a horror movie too.
And I didn't know there was a book for Beauty and the Beast.
There is, but it's significantly different from the Disney movie, and like very, 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 very different.
So this is a new series.
Well, I wouldn't say a new series per se. It's a part of the same series. It's just one of the many spin-offs.
You know what pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off? When people steal my stuff out of the fridge. When I write my name on it. Especially my yogurt. My special yogurt. You know why I don't like it? Because I get that yogurt from a special planet and I have to go there on a special spaceship and it takes time and effort to go to that special planet. And this person takes my yogurt that I took all that time to go get from that planet. But you know what I'm going to do? I set up a trap to catch this person in the act to get my yogurt back. And I'm going to find this person once and for all. You're the one that's been taking my yogurt. I knew it was you.
Whoa, I didn't know it was yours.
My name was on the bottom.
No one checks the bottom.
I always write my name on the bottom. You should always check the bottom.
Well, I didn't think about checking the bottom for that. I thought it was mine. I mean, I couldn't help myself. The yogurt is so delicious.
I know it is. It's so delicious. It takes a lot of time, effort, and money to go to a specific planet to go and get this yogurt. It's so delicious. You must be punished.
No.
Kiss my talon.
Not again. No. 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 Stop.
Yeah.
No, no, no. Oh, no. No.
I hope you learned your lesson. And if you don't see the name, ask next time.
You know what pisses me off? You know what really pisses me off? Couple things. One, people that use their cell phones during a movie. And the second one being people who chew obnoxiously during that movie. We'll go with the cell phone thing first. My main issue is, first off, it's distracting to your fellow moviegoers because no one believes in a brightness meter and turning it all the way down. And it is super, super bright. And it will take everyone's attention from the movie to your cell phone when you're using it. And not to mention, when I see someone using their phone during the movie, it's obvious to me, you didn't care about the movie. Why did you even go if all you're going to do is just text on your phone the entire time? Because, once again, this isn't like Disney Plus or Hulu or whatever streaming service that you have or whatever, where you can just simply pause the movie, text or whatever you need to do, check your social media or whatever you're doing or whatever. You're in a dark movie theater with a bunch of other people, or a few people depending on the movie. The point is, if you are not alone, put that fucking thing away and watch the movie. So, the only other issue that I can think of that's a major problem is pirating. And yes, I have caught people doing that while I was watching a movie one time. And it is completely satisfying to watch those people be forced to come out of the theater, delete everything, and basically take that walk of shame. I honestly don't understand the thought process behind recording a movie knowing that it's illegal, and posting it online or whatever you're wanting to do or whatever, other than potentially spoiling stuff for other people just because. And I will not tolerate anything like that. So I would say that out of all the things, really, it's an annoyance with the cell phone thing. But if you do see someone with the phone actively recording the film, don't be afraid to say you can't do that or whatever, or at least let a manager or something know or whatever, because that is something I can't tolerate. Someone actively tarnishing any movie's legacy by posting them on spoilers just because you know it's going to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
And legit, I can somewhat understand if you have your phone on vibrate, but do not have your phone ringing the entire time, because I have had someone with their cell phones actively ringing during the movie. And there was an argument that broke out because someone could not take it anymore and just shouted at the guy. It's like, can you turn that fucking thing off? Which I thought that was actually kind of funny. But it's annoying when that happens, because people pay good money to see this movie, and just to hear someone just actively not give a shit and just casually just talk on the phone while watching the movie or texting and having this giant high beam or whatever saying, yep, that someone doesn't care. So legit, turn your phone off during the movie. It's not going to kill you. It's just 2 hours, probably for the most part. While we're on the topic of things that annoy me about some moviegoers, for those that don't use the cell phone thing, try your best to not eat like a slob or whatever. I can understand if it's somewhat of something where maybe you can't close your mouth or something like that because of some breathing thing or whatever. I understand that. No, that's not what I'm getting at. The issue are the people that chew obnoxiously. You know, the...
I have never had that issue. It's like the cell phone, yeah. I never heard anybody chew that loudly before. Have you? Uh, I guess he's either muted or he left the room. Awkward. Be right back.
How annoying did you find that? If you did not find that annoying, then most likely you're one of the people that does that, and you need to stop it. Because there is nothing like watching an intense moment and then listening to someone on the side of me literally just flapping their gums at me. And yes, I have had a few times where someone did do that. And one of them during a quiet scene. Like I think it might have been, one of the times that I saw A Quiet Place one time, it was A Quiet Place double feature, that's what it was. where someone was just literally just smacking their lips on the not for an extended period of time, but it was during a quiet moment. And if you've seen A Quiet Place, you know how quiet it is in the movie at times. And hearing a sound of any kind just, jeez. So, in the end, please be respectful to people. Please try your best to not eat that way and try to be as quiet as possible with that. Please turn your phone off in general. And like I said in my talking video, please don't talk. Be respectful to your fellow moviegoers. That's all I want.
I need to watch more movies.
Oh my god, I was such an idiot.
Okay, this is us reviewing the this is us reviewing the first series. so, so yeah, we'll skip this, I guess. Yeah, season 11, last season. All right.
You know what pisses me off? Do you know what?
No, everyone does that. Like I mentioned earlier, we all cheered when Zendaya was caught by Andrew Garfield, and they all cheered when Charlie Cox did his Daredevil Matt Murdock cameo in the movie. So yeah, some things, the whole theater is at the same time. That part can't be helped. Yeah, usually laughing at laughing at the sad parts. Okay, that's just weird, but that's the thing. But each his own, I guess. Everyone has their fetish.
Truly pisses me off? All the recent Taylor Swift hate that I am hearing. Now, I just want to make things clear, I'm not a Swiftie. I like some of her music, I respect her as an artist, and from what I've heard, she is really good to her fans, and she is very fair to the people that work with her. Now, that we got that out of the way, let's begin. The largest issue that I have is the fact that a lot of the hate is pretty unwarranted for the most part. I mean, can you literally just explain to me why all of a sudden it's cool to hate Taylor Swift now? Just because she has a lot of fans that girls look up to? I mean, I would say that some of the songs I could sort of see, while being earworms, I will admit, can be a little cringy to some, and I can completely understand that. But the biggest things comes from the diss soundtracks. Oh, she's just making songs based on previous relationships that she had. Oh, the breakup songs, blah, 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 blah. I've heard all that, and I'll admit I've even joked about that a few times. But the thing is, Taylor Swift is not the only person that has ever done this. Nor is she even the first one. And she's not even going to be the last one. It's always been a thing since the beginning. And it's not even excluded to pop, too. A lot of country artists have done this. And even, I think, rock bands like Motley Crue and even Def Leppard are guilty of this, too. Madonna has done it. Pretty much nearly every rapper has done it. Eminem has made a career out of diss soundtracks. Yet, most of those people tend to get a free pass, but not Taylor Swift. Why? I don't understand. I mean, that kind of brings me back to the whole argument that I had in the Robert Pattinson Batman argument. Why is it that whenever there is a popular female artist, or whenever there is...
Uh, I think the most of Taylor Swift hate lately has something to do with what happened a few days ago in America. But
Hey, sorry about that, but yeah, but yeah. So, oh, native atheist. Hi.
something that girls like, people hate it. Why?
oh, well, you were gonna wait. I asked you before you left if you ever had dealt with loud chewers in the theater. 'Cause I never had. I don't think I ever had that problem.
Dealt with who in the theater? Sorry.
Loud loud chewers of food.
I have, yeah.
I guess I'm just lucky. I guess.
Yeah, guess so.
I Even though there are other artists that have done what Taylor Swift has done, but somehow even more blatant and even more cringy. Yet, no, those don't count. Why? And if you genuinely just don't like Taylor Swift just because you're not into pop music or the songs don't resonate with you, that's fine. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you can't say that basically she's a horrible person, she's untalented, blah, 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 and because whatever arbitrary reason that you think of. It has to, you just don't get into her music. That's it. You gotta somehow respect the fact that literally she started basically from nothing and literally made one of the biggest concerts in history. That's actually kind of amazing. But you can't just discredit it just because a few annoying fans just ruin it for you, and you're just literally telling that whole generation that they're idiots just because they don't like your music makes you worse in the process. But it's not just Taylor Swift, it's the whole general of double standards that need to sort of be addressed. And I know it's an uncomfortable subject about double standards, but there is a double standard, especially when it comes to when guys do something, it's okay. Then when girls do it, it's not okay. Like, I won't get into all of them, but I'll give one example. And this isn't just specified with gender in general, but there is definitely a double standard that needs to be addressed. For example, when Mac Miller died of the overdose, or accidental overdose as they will call it, it's seen as this huge tragedy. He was lost at such a young age. Oh, we should have seen the signs. We could have helped him, blah, blah, blah. And true, I didn't know much about him because I don't follow rap that much. But he was like, oh yeah, that's actually kind of sad that he died at a young age. Yet, Demi Lovato, who you can say whatever you want about her, but I do respect her even though she is a little odd. She goes through a drug issue and all of a sudden, oh, she's just looking out for attention. And it's just my thing of literally no one views that stuff as a tragedy until they're gone. Then all of a sudden, oh, I love this person from the beginning. No, you did not. And I will guarantee that a lot of people did not even know who Mac Miller was until he died. I'm just going to say. I'm sure there's a lot of rap fans that probably knew about him, but a majority of the people that are posting that stuff are people that probably don't even know of his existence. I wouldn't have posted any of those things because I didn't know about him even.
Neither did I.
Yeah, definitely.
And to basically have me do it, it would have been like the equivalent of, look at me, I'm acknowledging this. But as for going back to the Taylor Swift thing, I personally do respect Taylor Swift for what she does. In fact, this whole concert, believe it or not, she doesn't keep all the money. None of the artists keep the majority of their money. It goes to the recording people. But what money she does make, she very fairly equals it out for everyone that has worked with her. And she pays everyone equally. And I kind of respect that. And the fact that she is really good to her fans even. And the fact that she started from humble beginnings and become practically a popcorn phenomenon. That's amazing. And I think everyone should strive for that. Instead of just dumping on it just because a few annoying fans like her. Let them enjoy the people that they like. Let them enjoy it. It doesn't affect you. Why do you care? If anything, it makes you more annoying than the Swifties. That's basically all I got at the moment. Thanks for watching.
My niece has a room full of Taylor Swift stuff.
Not surprised. But hey, I mean, ultimately, it's paying for Taylor Swift's bills.
Hey, look who's back. It's Eric.
Yeah. Okay, this is just a trailer.
Skip it.
Yeah.
Never mind, Eric's gone again.
You know what pisses me off? Do you know what truly pisses me off? People that use the phrase, in my opinion. And I don't mean people that express their opinions. No, I don't mean that. What I mean is people who say insensitive, mean things unintentionally, pushing people's buttons, or just saying things are going to get a rise out of people. And then when people call you out for it, they say, oh, it's my opinion. Because we know it is your opinion. What is an issue is when you're intentionally saying hateful things and hiding behind, it's my opinion. It's basically the same almost as no offense, but, which roughly translates to, I'm going to insult you, but don't get mad at me. Which, on another term, that's another phrase that needs to die a fiery, painful death. The thing is, whenever I would read a post or read a comment, someone feels the need to say, well, in my opinion, blah, blah, blah. We know it's your opinion. We're not idiots. We know that what everyone says is an opinion. You don't have to outright say, it's my opinion, because you literally look like a cocky asshole when you say, it's my opinion, and it's literally completely annoying to hear that phrase. It is especially annoying whenever I hear people intentionally saying controversial subjects, saying, well, in my opinion, blah, blah, blah. And when the thing is, it's yes, it's your opinion, but there's a time and place for everything. The overall thing I just want to say is be nice to other people. And we know that something is your opinion or whatever. When you say, well, in my humble opinion, blank or whatever, it's not necessary. Why do you have to feel the need to say that? It's also just another annoying trait to say, in my opinion, because not only is it just used as a cover-up, it's just unnecessary and just outright annoying. Stop using this, please. And to kind of break character a little bit, I do feel the exact opinions that I do express on here. But I'm playing a character, so I may embellish a few things. I do respect what everyone else believes. You don't have to agree with me. I'm mostly playing a character while I still am expressing those traits that I feel. And I do not feel that I need to bring people to my side. That's not my point. I'm just expressing things that I feel annoy me a little bit. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just letting it be heard. And to hear sometimes where it's Well, in my opinion, I don't agree with you. What you say is like that wasn't the point. And if you honestly feel that way, then I don't know what else to tell you. But know that I am not trying to get you on my side. I am just saying what I'm feeling. Okay? I'm not going on a soapbox, and I'm just expressing how I feel while maybe giving some information to people that may not know a thing or two about certain things.
I've been getting worse with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's I'm getting old or something or not. I'm on like a playing stage, but I've
Yeah.
been getting worse with keeping opinions to myself about certain issues.
Yeah. Hard to say.
And at least have a different perspective to put people in other people's shoes essentially. That's it. It's fine if you don't like what is said on Facebook, YouTube, X, or whatever social media site that you're on or whatever. Or if you're just talking to someone. Just the way I view it is an opinion is like a two-way conversation. One listens and one talks back. Understand why someone has a different opinion than you. Do not fight it, because if you fight it, then you're just going to have a two-way fighting street back and forth. Just listen and just be nice to other people.
God damn it.
Okay. Yeah, that's a trailer. We just watched that one. Okay.
Yeah. I was going to pause this because I was going to say the next episode's 15 minutes long.
Yeah, and it's almost 10 o'clock at night. So you want to just wrap it up here?
Yeah. Yeah. So how many episodes we have? We count the episodes we have left here.
Well, this one I remember releasing this around a year ago now. So around November of.
Yeah, because next episode after this is Christmas Puzzles Part 3 and 4.
So yeah, we're getting really close.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 22. And the majority of these, except maybe the last one, I'm not sure. The last one is you again, 9 days ago. But the rest of these are the mini series things that piss Antonio off.
Yeah, this year I really slowed down with making things that piss me off episodes because it's been one hell of a year for me.
Between editing and SAG and
The commercials, the horror movies I got cast in, and everything else.
well, I say next Wednesday we continue this if you're free.
Yeah, definitely.
Then yeah, because next Saturday and Saturday after that I already have next Saturday. Next Saturday it's my last dinosaur episode of the season. I'll have Dr. Dino back to talk about dinosaurs some more, and then for the finale of Talking Time with Caffeine, I'll have Julian on, and we'll be talking about the Mayflower Compact right before Thanksgiving. But until then, never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Uh-huh.